Hi everyone, my name is Sini. I'm a French native and a certified tutor. For my video today, I would like to talk about what we call in French les faux-amis, which would be translated in English literally as false friends. Don't worry though, I'm not trying to give you relationship advice. Let me explain. As you know, French and English and a lot of other European languages come from Latin, which explains the fact that we have in both languages words that are written the same or with a slight variation, and sometimes indeed they do mean the same. For example, une carotte in French and a carrot in English both refer to the orange vegetable. But sometimes, sadly, the words that look alike don't mean the same, which is why we call them faux-amis. Because it seems like they would be friends and make your life easier, but they don't. And you have to be very careful when using them. So let me give you 3 examples. First situation, picture that you're in France and you have a date at the library. So you're trying to get to the library and you ask for directions, but you don't know the word for the library yet. So you just try to say it with the French accent and see what happens. So you're gonna say, je cherche la librairie, which is a correct French sentence grammatically, and all words do exist. But you're not gonna end up where you wanted to go because you just said, I'm looking for the bookstore. So I know, both words are related to books. One place sells them, one place rents them, but you're still ending somewhere else than where you wanted to go. So if you wanted to say library in French, it would be la bibliothèque. Alright? So this one was not as confusing because both words are related to books. Let's see the next one. Picture that you're living in France and you're attending college and you just want to tell your friends, I go to college, but for some reason you don't know that word yet. So you try and say, je vais au collège, which is a perfectly fine sentence in French. But people are gonna look at you weirdly because you said, I go to middle school, which is weird if you're in your 20s. Alright, so what is the correct word? You could, of course, trust this one, l'université, which is, in this case, a true friend of the university. Or, much more common in France, we call it la fac, which is short for faculté. But no one says faculté, we all say la fac. Alright? Last example, let's see. Picture that you're strongly against preservatives in food, and you're having this debate with French friends, and you want to say, I hate preservatives, but you don't know that word yet. So you try and say, je déteste les préservatifs. People are gonna look at you very weirdly because you just said, I hate condoms. Alright, so how to not make this mistake? If you ever do have to talk about preservatives, which might not happen as often, you have to say les conservateurs, which is the correct word for preservatives in French. Alright, so I hope you realize that it is tricky sometimes to use words that look alike in both languages, and you should look in a dictionary before you try sometimes. I hope though that today you learned some new vocabulary. And if you want to keep seeing me in class, please sign up for lessons. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Au revoir.